What's up, everybody? Welcome back to MLB. Oh shit, MLB baseball. Hopefully, that is not a um, sign. I feel like my hair looks absolutely like just the most ridiculous version of itself. I bumped that a little bit. Like it's just fucking, it's just wild, just wild. Got a new hat today. Went to the fair, hung out. It's pretty good. So I'm recording this video a little bit late, but hopefully it'll be all okay. Thankfully, I get to put headphones on to mitigate how bad my hair looks. Because even when I put on a hat, my hair somehow still manages to look absolutely ridiculous. Kind of like that last 10 games for the Mariners, 8-2. A little ridiculous, but feeling good. By far the best record over the last 10 games in the American League West. We're 2.5 games behind the Houston Astros at 54-51. And just ahead of the Angels. Well, 2.5 games ahead of the Angels. I said game number 95 is actually game number 96. So I apologize. I'm sunburned. I'm roasted. Had a good time though. And feeling good in my new sweet mermaid hat. Welcome on in. This is like I said, game number 96 here. We're getting pretty close to 100, so we're into the triple digits at the end of that athletics series, which will be nice because that means there will only be 62 games after Sunday. Not Sunday. Sunday in-game, but Tuesday or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Here's the point. I'm excited. Things are happening. It's great. It's awesome. Fantastic. Mariners looking good. Picking up a win yesterday. What ended up being kind of a large win. It was 2-0 early in that game, and then it was like 3-5-0, and then it was 8-1, and then it's like, oh well, all of a sudden all hell is kind of broken loose here. So an 8-1 win in Colorado for the first of a 2-game set before heading home for 7 games. Hopefully we can get the short sweep today. No cards on the line. None of that sort of stuff is happening. But we definitely will look to win this series and see if we can make up any ground here in the American League West standings. We do have first place locked up for ourselves currently in the American League wild card, which I think puts us 4.5 total games ahead of Cleveland and Toronto. So we're playing well here. Which feels good. We'll jump on in here. Marco Gonzalez, 9-5 with a 2.59 ERA, taking on it's not German. I think it's Herman Marquez, 9-4 with a 4.20. He's got a fucking high ERA in the Mile High City. Nice. 54-41 Seattle Mariners taking on the 42-53 Colorado Rockies. Let's jump on into game action here. You'll get these. God, if they played seafoam green versus purple, it'd be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Can we make that happen? Play full game. Can we do that? Uniform. Give them the purple. Does that stay? Oh, there we go. And we will go, hold on. I think we gotta go alt home. Oh my God. There we go. Just to make sure. Alternate one. Oh, there it is. Oh, what a gorgeous matchup here. Marco Gonzalez is our pitcher today. Everybody's looking pretty good, except for we're going to do what we normally do, Fraley. He is cold, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we'll get some good speed on the base paths early. Crawford will slide down a little bit. 56 speed isn't actually all that bad. Lewis, Seeger, Haniger. All right. Then Gonzalez does have to hit today, so that'll be interesting. Hopefully it doesn't prove to be too much of a problem, but we'll find out. And just as a reminder, if you are one stolen base, if you are watching this on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex and you enjoy this kind of baseball content, franchise mode, full gameplays, this is a good place to be for the Seattle Mariners. And you can catch those every day, 1 p.m. Pacific time, barring any sort of sickness or day off. You can catch Chad Champ in that place. But baseball videos every single day, 1 p.m. Scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified when I post new videos. If you want to watch live, it streams most of the time over on twitch.tv/SeanOsaurusRex unless I'm late or the internet's not behaving. It's over there. And if you'd like to support me without giving any money, if you have Amazon Prime, Prime Gaming gives you a free Prime sub you can use for any streamer you want. So I get the full $250 or whatever it is, 50-50 revenue split. Stay tuned for Rockies baseball, showing Mariners player. All right. Yeah, full revenue split for free. Herman, yeah. German. 19 starts, 9-4 record, 4.20 ERA, 113.2 innings, 83-32 strikeouts to walks. Now, one of the keys for me, not for this guy, for me, though, is to make sure that I am doing damage to this guy's pitch count or we're getting a ton of hits. We did some damage to their bullpen, which is made worse by, or exacerbated, by the fact that they play in the National League. So even if you would have pitchers or relief pitchers who would come in for maybe 2 innings, but because of the batting order, they're only in for 1 inning. So we did some damage to their bullpen, I think, yesterday. We should try and capitalize on that. First pitch is in for a strike, and here we go. This is, I love this color combo. I love it. People probably think I love the movie Joker. I don't. Four-seam fastball, knuckle curve, slider, sinker, changeup, what we're working against here. There we go. I was a little early on that one. It's a good start here. We were able to get on the board early in the first game. That felt fantastic. Honestly. Ooh, boy. It's a high fastball. I was not looking. I always think they're going to throw low.
281 the average entering play. No home runs as of yet, and a dozen RBIs.
This is the spot for someone like Fraley. Even like a J.P. Crawford, who has a few home runs, but seems like he needs like a little bit of a carry to help. This is where they would be able to capitalize. The thin air of Denver. Oh, no. That's not. Oh, Tapia's in left today. He was in center yesterday, I believe. Now, it doesn't really matter. But.
At the plate now is Kyle Lewis. Previous history with Herman Marquez. He's
Herman.
1 for 3.
What is going on here? Uh-oh. Part of the rubber of the controller is, oops, has come off. This, I need to get a different controller hooked up to this.
My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Hit in the air down the right field line.
Damn it. Foul.
And that will end up a foul ball.
That was a slider I was late on.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here
Ooh,
it comes.
God, those are two I
play.
probably should have done something with. Just making sure there's no rubber chunks in my controller.
The 0-2 once more. Is a
Ooh,
ball
okay.
down and away.
Bold take there. Marquee. Okay. That's a bad sign.
First with 1 down.
It's not creative or interesting. I was kind of confused at who it was about.
Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Moore
This was a bad move, except for it wasn't safe. Oh my God. Oh my God.
They're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well,
The issue is that he stopped because he wasn't sure if it was going to be caught or not. Look at that beautiful combo. So he kind of, like, he had to restart.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seeger. Yes, he'll take a
Whew.
look at ball 1.
There we go. Good start, though. Another solid, another good first inning here. Not necessarily running up his pitch count or anything, but that's fine. I was looking way over the top of that.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees. If he's consistent with it, Dan.
Oh, that was a bad strike. That was a really bad swing.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Runner at
All right, hang on. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Problem with sucking up somebody else's room is that they need things.
second here with 1 man out.
God. Okay, bad swing. Let's see if we can make this
Here comes the 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center.
good hit.
On the run is Tapia. And he
Fuck.
tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Probably could have got there, but Lewis also has enough speed to get home anyway, so.
Over his last 8 contests, he's really been leading the charge for this team.
So what was the problem there? It was good timing.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first
Oh
pitch.
my God, that was so late.
Fastball was too much for him there.
What are you
Swung
doing?
right through it.
Damn.
Runner in scoring
Okay.
position at second with 2 down.
Yeah, too late. You don't say. That was also too late. God damn it.
Fouled off to the right.
Put myself in a bad position here.
With a great pitch to hit, he's got a base open.
Fuck.
We'll have to press pause as that
Fuck my
strike
face.
3
God
will
damn
return
it.
to the side.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, we're kind of lucky to have the 1 run on the board. 2 hits. Kyle Lewis with the double couldn't capitalize, cash him in. Yeah, see, he, whoever the other batter was, Dylan Moore, I think. He just dead stopped because it was kind of a weird angle. Marco Gonzalez, 19 starts, 95 record, 2.59 ERA, 121.2 innings pitched, 100 strikeouts, 9 walks. And we get to see Mr. Tapia and this horrendous camera angle.
I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away.
So a 1-0 lead here for the Mariners as we enter the bottom half of the first. We'll keep an eye on the ticker below.
The 0-1 pitch. This is popped up.
Can Seeger get there? Hung up in the air just long enough. That'll work.
Batting second, the second baseman, Owings.
And now in the box, Chris Owings.
Another cutter up in the zone here, kind of attacking these cold spots. That's a nice cutter right there. So 13 games over 500 the Mariners are. By far the best I've ever been. I kind of can't believe I'm in this position here to be so far over 500, to have a winning record, to be in contention in the division race. That's a strike, sir. And to, be in first place in the wild card. After how badly it started, I was like, oh God, this is just a mess. But it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Battled back, fought through.
This team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
That was real bad. Really bad. That was a beautifully accurate pitch until I tried to drop it, and then it was what we like to call a fucking nightmare.
First pitch on the way.
There we go. That's a nice curveball inside.
Huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Blackman behind, no balls
So
and
that's
two
a strike, but the other one wasn't?
Hey, this is an
Interesting
amazing inning
call
here.
right there.
Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
But
There we
in
go.
at the hot corner, and
Whoo!
that ends the
Nice
inning.
play by Seeger. 2 outs by Seeger. Nice little pop catch by the first baseman. Because I've got baseball fever. Baseball fever. Now, 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 now. Chocolate fever. I don't even remember what it doesn't matter. Alright. Here we go. J.P. Crawford. 17 pitches through that first inning. Looking pretty good. Feeling patient at the plate. Maybe not so much the final at-bat, but there we go. There we go. Keep him throwing hard here. Ah, that was a fucking damn it. I gotta be patient, but like sensibly patient and sensibly aggressive. Like there's no reason to like take a fastball right there. There we go, way outside. That's a good take. Those are good takes. Alright. Those are good takes. Unlike Colin Coward, good takes. Oh, darn. Damn it. That's alright. That happens. But again, you know, still 4 pitches. Still trying to keep that count going. Don't need 4 pitch innings here. We had him at 25. We had the starting pitcher at 25 pitches through 2 innings yesterday. And then he threw 10 total in the third and the fourth. So. Oh, that's exactly what I didn't want. Fuck me. Slider just kind of dove on me. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot, man. I'm so tired of myself.
No surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Damn, late on that. Don't know if I would have been able to do a whole lot with it, but
that pitch, get ahead, get the offense on their toes.
There we go.
That opens up the off-speed
pitches
pitches later in the game.
Kind of salvage this count-wise. Oh, way early on that slider.
2 out, nobody on.
Watch for him to throw something way outside of the zone. I bit on it earlier. There we go.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Oh, you fuck. God damn it, dude. I thought that was going to be a good take. And the umpire said it wasn't. It was a bad take. That's a strike 3. It's like, oh. All right then.
Power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch of the AB now. On the ground to second.
God damn it. God fucking damn it.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Here's C.J. Crone now. He's running. Strike taken to throw.
Not even close. I don't understand the stealing mechanics in this game.
So when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And there's one down now.
Got to do a better job checking the runners over there. It's been a while since we've seen a steal attempt. I don't know.
Is Ian Desmond trying here to plate the tying run from second.
Oh, there's their fantastic mascot. Shout out to this mascot. Big fan. We're not seeing its face. There we go. Maybe not the cutest thing in the world, but I do like the backstory.
He's set and the pitch.
If you don't know, they found a Triceratops skull while they were building the stadium for Colorado. So they were like, well, we'll just make that the mascot, which is pretty cool in my personal opinion. Because, like, what is it going to be? A mountain?
Today's game is seeing so many guys
Like
strike
what's
out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little
what
bit and
like
try and
what
force-feed something
what
the other way.
what's that going to be? We have a mountain, a rock.
Fouled away.
Damn it.
Good bite
There
by
we go.
Seeger as he gets him to
There
strike
we
through
go.
it for route number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
To the plate now, Colton Welker. As he
Ooh.
takes a cold strike
Ooh.
at the knees, it's 0-1.
Yuck.
Opportunity
Yuck.
for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ready with the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hell yeah.
Gotta believe you're gonna get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Frozen on
Boom!
strike
There
three
we
for the
go.
final out of the inning.
Give up the hit. Give up the stolen base. 3 straight
Back-to-back
fucking
strikeouts keep
outs.
him
Let's
out of
go.
danger. More
The
matinee
fuck outta
baseball
here.
on a Wednesday afternoon
Awfully
following
aggressive,
this.
but no big deal. No biggie dealio. Ow. My fingers. My fingers. I did not, for some reason, take off my shoes.
Gonzalez.
Ugh. So I'm just wearing... Just Converse are just still on. Hold on. Oh. Marco Gonzalez leading off the top of the third. That's good news. It's good. Excellent news. Fantastic. Some would say best news ever.
Coming, here it is.
That's, you know what? That's fine.
He'll take that first pitch
That's
strike
fine.
all day long. If they're gonna take 0-0, he's gonna pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Starts to go around here,
Yeah,
but it doesn't
fine.
matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
It's fine. I'm not, like, intentionally throwing in the towel here, but I do.
Swing and a miss
Oh,
as he
fuck
starts
me.
the third the same way he ended
All
the
right.
second
Well.
with a punch out, 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches.
It's a
That was
fucking
3
pitcher.
pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has,
He
it's
threw,
not
I think,
uncommon
just
for him
3
to
straight
absolutely
fastballs.
dominate
I
certain
think that
guys.
was it. Like, oh boy. Ooh. Alright, Dylan Moore. 1 for 1.
Into the
Scored a
box,
run.
Dylan Moore. Hit back up the middle.
There we go.
And into center
2 for
field as
2.
he's aboard with a
Somehow
one-out
bounced
single.
that sinker.
The batter, the left fielder.
Yeah, when we cut to your camera, be sure to zoom in on his crotch, please. Seen a lot of sinkers here.
Standing in now, Jake Fraley, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Moore rounds
I'm gonna
the corner,
stop him
and
at
he's headed
second.
home.
Probably could have made
They'll
it.
score easily, and they now lead by 2. So much of this
Probably
game
could have made that to
situational
third.
hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your
I don't know.
teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do.
Typically,
too much
my
right
logic
now.
is, hey,
He
they're
just
fast
takes
enough to
what's
score
there.
from second,
Safely on
regardless.
second, and his buddy is
But putting him at
high-fiving
third
teammates
means that a
in the
sac
dugout.
fly is well within range, you know? Like,
At the plate now, Kyle Lewis, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through, a base hit. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
there we go. There we go. There we go.
And time
This is what I'm
will
looking
here as the
for.
pitching coach heads
This is
out
what
to
I'm
the
looking
mound and
for.
hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate, Kyle Seeger, as the first pitch to him is in there.
I'm fine
for
with that
called
take.
Strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. set. Here's the 0-1.
Ah.
0-2 now.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Hit sharply
Oh
on the
no.
ground.
Oh no, not a double play. Ooh,
First,
boy.
as they get the double play
I-
to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no
Uh-oh.
left. We'll head now
I mean,
to
that's
home
okay.
half of inning number
Not the
3.
biggest deal in the world.
Mariners
It's not
3
what you want to see to
and
end
the
a
Rockies nothing.
like good momentum in the top half of or in the
The Rockies
in an
are
inning.
due to
Oh,
hit
hi
in the
Heidi.
third, and they're
But it's
looking
fine.
to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Rockies.
Here now is the catcher,
I was looking for that statistic and I was like, none of those stats are that bad. It's not up there.
Something to keep an eye on in this one.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
A called strike
There
to
we
the
go.
35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command, and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So to get his day started at the plate, Herman Marquez comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Will he just give him a taste of what he gave us? Just 3 straight fastballs.
The 0-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Didn't matter.
And he fouls this one off.
All right, game. Okay, game.
Hit out towards second.
Oh, you are fucking shitting me, you piece of fucking garbage game.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
That's embarrassing.
Into the box now. Raimel Tapia pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Lewis. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
I was not sure that he was going to be able to get there.
That was a tough
Excellent play there,
Let's take a
Kyle
look
Lewis.
at it with
This is why I want speed in the outfield.
Solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Here's Chris Owings now. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he's in safely.
Fuck
third,
me.
as a run also comes in to score,
Fuck off.
making
The
it
pitcher
2-1
scored a run.
game.
Looked like the outfielder might have
That was a
thought was
terrible,
gonna be
that was a
long
fucking
fly.
terrible
I
pitch.
know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon as he'll take a look at a high strike.
God
That
damn
time
it.
It's 0-1.
That's so
0 for
fucking
1 for him
frustrating.
here in this one. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. On
There
the
we go.
first, and that'll
Okay.
do it as they manage to
Give
knock
up the
this inning
run, no
out of
big
hand.
deal. It was a nice running play the other way
But they
for
do get on the board in the inning on this
Kyle
run-scoring
Lewis.
triple.
I probably
We're
should have
through
switched to
3
Fraley.
in Denver.
Could have
It's the
switched to
Mariners
Fraley.
3 and the Rockies 1.
Because like Fraley was over there. He's a little faster, but Lewis is taller. Like a good bit taller. Whatever. It's no big deal. Nothing to be too grumpy about. It's just that it's a pitcher, you know? Pitcher hustling his ass all the way from fucking first base to score. I don't want to see that. The only pitcher I'd ever want to see that from is like a Bartolo Colon. You know? I don't give a shit about Herman Marquez.
Now it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike.
That's fine.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left
See ya.
center, and
Good fucking bye.
No
Thank you.
siree. This one is
Let's
gone.
fucking go. Let's fucking go. Gave up that run to you specifically, sir? That home run was personal. Alright? I hate that I gave up a fucking hit to a pitcher. And he got to fucking score? Pitchers don't score. That's not their job.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's
Woo.
right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Jeez. I have nothing against you, Marquez. Really just wanted to get that run back. Look at everything about that was fucking perfect.
Stepping in now, J.P. Crawford. As he'll lay off a slider
There we go.
too low, ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Definitely wanted to get that one run that I gave up back. See if we can settle down. Settle down off or defensively here. Pardon me.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Is it the pitch count or the number of runs he's given up? What's the bigger issue here? Oh, right to him. Right to him. Just laid on the 4-seam. Oh, we got pulled off the bag. Oh, no.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box, Evan White. As he
Well,
rips it on the
I'll go
ground.
ahead and fix that for you.
Barehanded for 1.
Fucking
On to first,
idiot.
a double play.
God damn it.
The catcher.
Really good pitch for the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
God damn it. I totally bailed them out there. Did not make them pay for that error. Idiot.
To the plate now, Tom Murphy. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. First time up, he went down looking.
I don't know if he went down looking. Pitcher got a beneficial call, but
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
should
Center
end the
fielder
inning.
giving chase.
Oh.
Around first,
Oh,
digging
and a
for
ground
2.
double. Ground rule
And
double,
that'll
excuse me.
hop over the wall, so it'll be a
23rd
second
double of the
year
season.
away
12-game
on
hitting
the
streak
ground
here
rule
for
double.
Mr. Tom Murphy. All right.
So now to the plate, Marco Gonzalez.
Oh my
As
God.
he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Runner in scoring position with Seeger. And he falls behind.
I don't feel like my timing is that bad.
But he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Trying to send him packing for the second
Oh
time.
my fucking.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired.
I don't know.
But the Mariners add to their lead thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's 4-1 in favor of the M's.
He gave me a free ball. And I said, no, thank you. I'd like to strike out now. I'm done.
Digging in will be Trevor Story. Set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Trevor.
First pitch on the way. There's a good breaking ball as
Okay.
it gets the bottom of the zone.
He's getting a lot of
Refocus
first pitch
here.
outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been
There we go.
perfect.
Fouled away.
100%
We're good.
of his
We're good.
first pitches have been for
Oh,
strikes to
oh,
hitters
okay.
so far in this
Way
one.
low.
Oh, okay.
Now a good pitch
Ooh,
around
come
the
on,
knees, but
dog.
Doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Sucks wind right there. Ooh, that was real bad.
And another foul ball.
Okay. Tired of you, Trevor Story. Tired of you.
Line toward right center. But this
Boom!
will not
Suck it.
elude the right fielder's grasp as
Get
he
this guy out.
reaches
I'm tired
over
of
to
seeing
handle
him.
it for the
Tired of his
first down.
face
Good
at the
contact to
plate.
start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Striding
So does
in
this
for the
mean-
Rockies,
well-
CJ Crone grounded out in his last at bat. Now here's the first offering. Tried to check it in its
Ooh,
own
so we get
run.
Gonzalez for game 1 against
Usually more of
Houston.
a threat when facing left-handers
We
like
should
this.
not- I should not
Right-handers tend
be
to give 'em a bit more trouble,
overlooking.
so we'll see if that trend continues.
Um,
Lined into right, a base hit.
shouldn't be overlooking the Athletics series at all. It's a 4-game set at home, division opponent. But being able to get both,
Standing in now, Ian Desmond.
um,
As he takes a called strike
being able to
to the
get
knees, it's
both
0-1.
our highest
Looking to
rated
put the
pitchers
ball
in
play
the
here. He went down on
in the
strikes his
rotation
first at-bat.
up for Houston, hopefully will be good. It's an opportunity for us to really close.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a
Fuck.
base hit.
Try and close the gap there. Sweep would even give us the lead in the American League
That's
West.
a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
At the plate now, Colton Welker. As the
There
sinker
we
to
go.
him finds the zone for
There's a
strike
big
one.
sinker.
0 for 1 went down looking his first time up. On the ground to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at
How
third
could I not
as
get
everyone
anybody
picks up
out?
the base
What do you-
hit. They're
what
loaded
is
with one
happening?
away.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The tag. and they
Out.
get him at the plate.
Fuck
It's
off.
1 run scored,
Fuck
but
off.
not
What is this
enough to get
fucking bullshit? Are you fucking kidding?
Fires me up right there. Just an absolute
God,
diamond
suck a
in the
fucking
outfield.
butt.
It doesn't get any better than that. You know what? Hats off to the catcher right there. Great job at the dish to handle the throw and get the tag down on him. And they pretty much had to be perfect to cut him down.
That's such... How? How have I given up like just 5 straight fucking base hits?
Into the box now. Herman Marquez.
What the
2 men up,
fuck?
2 away here in the 4th. Looking to minimize the damage here. Weak grounder back to the mound.
That sucked.
Throw to
We're
first
looking okay
in
pitch
time.
count wise, but that was
Big hit is
terrible.
avoided as this side is retired. Rockies
The
forced
fucking
to settle
base is
for 1.
loaded?
On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The M's lead it 4-2. Into the box, Dylan Moore.
Leading off with an error. The second baseman, Dylan.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's alright. Good take right there.
center.
Damn.
There to take
Not what I
it is
wanted.
Desmond, and that's the first out.
The bat.
Digging in next, Jake Fraley, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Watches a
I
fastball
probably
right
should
there for
have.
strike one.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning so he won't be nibbling.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ooh, okay.
Now,
Holy shit! Jake fucking Fraley.
And this ball is gone.
Oh.
No chance to make a play on that one. And
Hey,
good for him.
first major league home run for
Fraley
Jake
just
Fraley?
launched his first
Fuck
major
yeah.
league home run. Hard
The
to
good
say how
news
many more of
is,
these he'll hit in
got
his
out to the
career,
big
but
lead,
for now,
3-0,
I'm
gave up a
sure
run,
he's
got it
happy
back,
to
gave
say
up a
he's
run,
got
got
at
it back
least one.
immediately on home
Well, I
runs.
think
So
that any kid
that
who's
feels
ever
good.
dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Holy shit. I mean, is that what it took? He doesn't have a ton of power. I mean, is it Colorado? I mean, he has some actual big league home runs. That was a slider. 43 power. Just enough to get out. Wow.
Stepping in now,
Wow.
Kyle Lewis. He swings
Oh.
and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Swing and a liner.
Ooh,
This'll
foul
wind up
ball.
a foul ball, strike
Darn.
2.
Darn, darn, darn.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Driven nicely into the gap.
I don't think that's not a triple, but double will work. Will a double a double will work? My brain just melted
The
right
only
there.
way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
It's like they're going to go to the bullpens. We're able to get through both of these starting pitchers fairly early in these games. I think the other guy had maybe over 4 innings pitched, 4.1. I think. We're looking at 4 even here because we don't have an out yet. So
6'6" will take over pitching duties here.
Fernandez coming on in here. Like I was saying earlier, though, we did do some damage. I had to use a lot of pitchers in the last game. I do think it does, or it is made worse by the lack of designated hitters. So.
To the plate now, Kyle Seeger.
Oh boy! Oh fucking god!
0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Yeah, very late. Yeah, no shit.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
2 high
5
fastballs.
runs, 9 hits.
Slider and 2 seams. What he got, or what he has. Way inside. Wow. Okay.
Off the plate, it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he
I have
throws
1
on the
out.
next
Okay.
pitch.
Who got out? Oh.
In the dirt.
We're good. We're good. We're good. Who the hell?
But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance.
Fraley hit a home run. Was it Moore? Somebody?
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its
Oh,
way.
no.
Rolled slowly down the first
That was
baseline.
really
He'll
bad.
Take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
God. He threw 3 balls that were
Stepping in
way
now
the
is
fuck
Mitch Haniger. He went deep
out of the
last
zone, and
time.
I somehow got contact on that. Would have loved to see it just go foul, but...
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, Jesus.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I don't think I would have been able to do anything with it, but... Does he double back? That's what he did last time.
Well, he's got him in the palm
Sean.
of his hand now.
Sean.
Two.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And
I thought he was going further outside with that slider.
One for the Mariners in the inning, and it comes on the strength of this solo home run.
I think twice I've had Kyle Lewis on second and haven't been able to get him around to score. Kind of frustrating. Good home run, though. Great home run, frankly.
The left fielder.
Now the first pitch. On the outside.
He definitely had me off balance. I swung so bad at that previous pitch that I thought he'll just throw it further outside. And then he did not do that. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck?
So that puts the Rockies leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
As we take a look at the pitch count,
8 hits.
It's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
What the fuck?
Next up is Chris Owings. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the AB now. In there, and it's 0-1.
Okay. So we'll go with Munoz. I guess Middleton. We used a little bit of Brandon Brennan, a little bit of Tapia yesterday.
Tapia aboard here at first with nobody out. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1.
There we
on
go.
To first, and they get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No
Safe
problem
burger.
this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As the first pitch to him is in there for called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Ah.
Comes set with the 0-1.
There we go. That was a terrible
This guy's gotta
cutter,
be
by the
pretty
way.
proud of what he's done so far.
Absolutely
It's never easy to
horrendous.
pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out hit extends the inning for Trevor Story.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Now that ball is hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Fraley has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire
We're
the
good.
side.
Everything's
Rockies
fine.
strand 1. They trail 5-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and coming forward now is the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Okay.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oof, that was a nice slider.
In there for strike 1.
He likes starting high. Ooh, boy.
Behind 0-2 now.
Yikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Tapia. He's got it 1 away.
Definitely have to do a better job of adjusting to
Next,
the
it'll be Evan White. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame
the
so
relief
far.
pitchers. For as much as I wanted to like get him out of the way and get to the bullpen.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ooh, okay. Changed it up on me there.
Little
Oh.
chopper back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Next up, Tom Murphy. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. From the stretch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Into the
Gone!
bleachers and
There we
gone.
go. There we go. Tom Murphy with a home run here today. That is fantastic.
Solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they open it up to 6-2 now.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves
I
the
thought they'd be a
ballpark.
double. It's kind of a line, like a frozen rope out there.
Now batting. The pitcher.
At the plate, Marco Gonzalez.
Oh my God.
Tardy there on the first pitch
A
fastball. It's
bit,
0-1.
a bit late.
No
He's
hits
just
to
a
this
wee
point.
bit late there. Sure. Thank you for being so kind about it.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
His energy's low, confidence low as well.
This is flared out towards second.
I think he'll get there.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as
That's
the
all right.
side is retired.
No big deal. Tom Murphy, though, coming through with a homer.
But add on one
That's
more
good.
as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Mariners 6.
But instead of some of the
and
arcing
Rockies
shots that
2.
we've seen earlier, I think Haniger had a home run, Fraley had the home run, that just were like just way out like that. And that one like really got out quick and did not have a whole lot of arc to it. All right, where are
Bring
we?
up CJ Crone.
CJ
He'll have the
Crone.
opportunity to
So
kick
5,
things
6,
off as we
7.
begin the home 6th.
CJ.
See if maybe they leave that pitcher in again in the 7th.
He's set. Here it comes.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well,
Yikes.
this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's
Who the
over
fuck
in
was
the other
yelling?
league, and it's really
Come
showing.
on!
He's pitching really well right now.
I
and
paid
I'm sure
$4
these
for these
hitters are plenty
tickets.
happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
In now, Ian Desmond. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
They have 9 hits, but only 2 runs across. We have 10 hits. 6 runs across. Been on that other side a lot, though. I know how frustrating it is.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Skied into straightaway right.
That was a
Waiting
terrible-
on it is Haniger. And that's the the second out of the inning.
Again, I got good accuracy going around.
Next to hit,
Doing all that stuff.
hit in 2
It's the
tries
down
so
for some reason. My timing is off. I don't know why.
He's set and the pitch.
There we go. That was way better right there.
Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't
9, 12, 11, 15, 8, and 8 over the last couple innings here.
Obviously, it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss
There
on the
we go.
breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They still trail here. It's 6-2.
So we had 15 pitches in the fourth. Combined 17 pitches in the last 2 innings. So big thumbs up right there. That's what I want to see.
Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set
Hi,
for
Heidi.
the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready now is Dylan Moore. Flew
2
out
singles,
last
2
time.
runs. If he's getting on the base paths, he is scoring. They're going to stick with Fernandez, by the way.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Way late on that. Should have let it go.
Fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
1-1 the count now. And now a pitch on the way. High in the air down the right field line. After it is Blackman. He's there and records the first out. Next to dig in, Jake Fraley. 2 RBIs already, looking for more here. First pitch of the AB now.
There we go.
One out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
High in the air out to center field.
It's not going to carry far enough.
And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 1.
Next, here is
Kyle Lewis, 3 for 3 with a couple of doubles, a single, and 2 ribbies.
First pitch on its way.
Everything this guy throws moves. That 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
The 1-0. 1-1 strike to count.
Lead on it. Damn it.
The 1-1. Now
Fuck.
here's one hit in the air to the right side. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here's a looping fly
Fuck.
ball out to right. And Owings will make the play there to retire.
Hey,
the
69
side.
XP.
So they breeze through this half of the inning. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. It's the Mariners 6 and the Rockies 2.
I have 2 pitchers waiting because I had that rough inning earlier, but
Stepping in once
seems to
again
have
is
settled
Tyler
down here.
Flowers.
We'll probably get a
Single
pinch
and
hitter,
2 trips to the plate thus
which means
far.
we'll get a new pitcher in the 8th.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that's out number 1. Jonathan Daza will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Now the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a liner, but this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with.
Come on.
Full count now.
Come on.
And he lays off. Ball four.
Yeah.
So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
I know one thing.
I fucked that one up. I knew I was gonna sail on me. I just goofed up the timing. We're good. Everything's fine.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Raimel Tapia singled in his last at bat. And now the first pitch. Daza, base runner at first with one out. Still no balls and 2 strikes. A double play ball to second. 4. Throw won't get him.
Fuck.
Next to stand in is Chris Owings. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Well,
that was
sinker that time, down, but in the strike
damn.
zone.
Well, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Looked like the
That's
sinker
fine.
there.
That's fine. Tried to get him to bite on it. Let's go, Cutter.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a line drive. But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie.
So next to bat will be Charlie Blackmon. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
2 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. And
Here we go. Here we go.
There. It's 0-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. On
Boom!
The Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning.
Whew.
Left for Colorado. They still trail here.
Thank God they failed to cash in. Failed to take advantage of my fuck up. Shouldn't have been that close. Daniel Bard coming in here. 42 games, 0-2 record, 7 holds, 46.1 innings, 3.69 ERA, 29 to 16 strikeouts to walks.
Seeger, though we've discussed his position in the batting race, we haven't seen much production today. Opposing pitching has to be credited in keeping his bat in check.
Yeah, they've definitely kept him off balance, but as hot a first half as he's had,
4-seam, slider, sinker, changeup.
For him to get right back on that wagon again.
Fouled off.
Probably should make that my last inning with Gonzalez.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate. And they
Oh, damn.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Now it'll be Mitch Haniger. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
3 for 8 in this series with 2 home runs. So.
You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. What a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Bard offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Now Haniger with
Holy shit.
Well to deep left field.
That's gone.
And that ball
Wow.
will stay fair.
Wow.
On a home run.
Wow. Didn't think that was going to get out of the park. Holy shit. All right.
So a solo
That'll work.
shot down the line in left. His second home run of the game, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now, hitting a homer yesterday and 2 more today. They need to rethink whatever strategy they're using to pitch to him because he's killing them.
Perfect. Just a slider that I think was a little bit of a hanger there.
Into the box, J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Oh,
He could
hold
really
on.
use a
Hold
knock.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. We're good. 0 for 3 for Crawford today. 0 for 3 for 0 for 4 actually now for Seeger.
2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Oh,
Rounded
that's
back up the middle. Story picks it up, and that's the second out. Digging in now for the Mariners, Evan White. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
quite a few guys are 0 for here, which is a little surprising. Well, I guess if you have
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Haniger
Hey, I still believe in my heart.
3
the
for
best
4
pitcher
with
is
2
a
home
well
runs. I
executed
guess that kind of
fastball down and away.
sucks
That's
up a bunch of the
exactly what
hits.
that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, I know they say this is not the place you want to work up in the zone for fear of home runs going out of Coors Field. But I'll tell you what, maybe he's enticing some more swing and miss up there. Maybe going to work a little bit more north and south today.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 7 and the Rockies 2.
done a good job. I'd say a great job actually defensively, straining a lot of runners.
Andres Munoz is on to pitch out of the
35
bullpen
games
in the
for
bottom
Munoz
half
here.
of the
2-4 record, 10 holds, 44.0 innings pitched, 2.66 ERA, 51-5 strikeouts to walks. Yeah. Had a couple of rough innings. Had the bases loaded. Got a good out at the plate. Couple of mistakes here and there that I haven't been able to, or that I guess Colorado hasn't been able to cash in. I haven't been punished for.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Okay.
First pitch on its way.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Ooh, boy, that was close. Holy shit. Again, surprising that the computer just never challenges. I should have challenged that, but like, no, he was safe. What?
First pitch on its way.
Damn.
Munoz, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Now the 1-1 pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. And we're
Get
gonna
that beach ball, Hanniger.
Here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. One out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
Boom! Let's go.
There, 2 away.
Let's go.
Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Next, it'll be Desmond. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And this is taken outside
Damn.
for ball 1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Hard hit ball to second.
Boom! Nice grab. Nice grab.
The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado.
Perfect contact on that. Just a better catch.
7-2.
All right. Murphy, pinch hitter. Probably a Shedlong Jr. And then Dylan Moore coming up here, top 9. We'll get a new pitcher in. He was all mad, and he's like, I'm here. Robert Stevenson, 64 games, 5-3 record, 10 holds, 69 noise innings pitched, 4.04 ERA, 56-38 strikeouts to walks.
And stepping in, Tom Murphy. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Slider, four-seam,
Here's the first pitch.
splitter.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Ooh,
Barely
fouled
able
that
to
away.
make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw is there to record the
Gross.
first out. Shedlong Jr. steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning.
Yeah, very early was the problem with that. Maybe more look at where the pitch was.
Now the first pitch. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. The 1-2.
Lucky you get a little contact on that. Ooh, incredibly lucky to get contact on that. Everything's low in the zone here.
Swung on
There.
strike three.
Boy.
And the throw to
Boy,
first
oh
is
boy,
there
oh
to
boy.
record the second out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Dylan Moore will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's closer than I thought it was
Fastball
going to
that
be.
couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. And looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
All right.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in
Fuck
all
off.
game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And that is down, as that could be two bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will pull into second with a two-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line.
Feels even better
Right,
after a
right,
terrible
foul,
swing.
But it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good-looking swing.
Standing in now, Jake Fraley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Now the 1-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Here's a drive out to left center field.
There we go. So another one on the board. There you go, Fraley. Man, holy shit. Was it Evan White? Dylan Moore? One of the, whoever the top guy was. He gets on base, he scores. He was 3 for 5, I think.
Those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
At the plate now, Kyle Lewis, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. Lifetime versus this arm, he's 1 for 2. Comes set and the 0-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. He pulls into third safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, so what
And
the
he's
hell
wishing
happened
right now
there?
This game could go on forever, or at least until he can get up again, because otherwise that is probably his last at bat of the game, leaving him one leg shy of hitting for
He,
the cycle.
like,
Regardless,
didn't...
He's had an incredible game.
Wow, okay.
So now to the plate, Kyle Seeger.
See if we can get something going with Seeger here. 0 for 4.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, that's another great hitting count
All
here
right.
on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hard hit ball to second, and that's
All right, there we go.
field for a base hit. And the runner
There we
scores
go.
from third as they extend their lead. So he picks up another hit, first of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Mitch Haniger back at the plate here after homering in the 8th, and that was his second of the game, so he's got a chance at a third right here. From the stretch, a swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Oh my God.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them.
Oh
up and goes
my
the other way,
God.
making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Michael Givens.
Jeez,
comes on to pitch
finally.
now, for better results than the other arms that they've run out
Oh
there
my
in this one.
goodness. This feels borderline mean. Four-seam changeup slider.
Stepping in now, J.P. Crawford. As he'll chase
Oh,
one up
God,
around
Sean.
the letters here for strike
That was
one.
bad.
Lifetime
So
in
bad.
this matchup. He's 1 for 2.
Who's on second? Haniger.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. In to score, the runner from second. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
In now, Evan White. Fouled away. He was sat down.
Doing a lot
on
of damage here
strikes
with
in his
2
last
outs.
at-bat.
I'm going to wish that I could do this more consistently. I'm sure. I'm sure I will think back to this game and be like, remember that game where I scored when it was meaningless with 2 outs?
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Curious, I don't
Some action out
know
in the bullpen, couple of
how
right-handers
many of these
starting to loosen
have
up.
been with 2 outs. Who was the
Runner
last?
at first with 2 gone.
Who was the last out?
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. fouled off.
That like smacks some metal? The fuck?
Liner towards second. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Crawford is on his way home. He scores as they extend their lead even further.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen.
This is so
13
bad.
runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Into the box now, Tom Murphy. Ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort.
All right, so we're gonna have to carry this momentum into tomorrow's game against the Oakland Athletics. We are all the way up into the veteran hitting category, which is terrifying.
The 1-0 home is offered
Ooh,
and
boy.
missed for the first strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first.
Well,
Saves it in.
mercifully, the top of the ninth is over. 6 runs, 18 total hits, 13 total runs on the board. Boy, if this game wasn't over already, it sure is now.
13-2.
An 11-1. 11 run lead. I think I was trying to say 11-1 game or 11-1 lead or something. I don't know. I wasn't. Just put him in the game. Wasn't making fun of it. I wasn't trying to intentionally like mispronounce that or anything. My brain just broke there. See if we can maybe get this ERA down a little bit here for Middleton. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Hold. Ooh, there we go. Don't know how that's a ball, but alright. Again, good accuracy, just bad timing. Still bad timing. But that's it. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming to the plate.
Colton Welker.
Colton Welker.
He's set. Here it comes. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. So far on the year, Welker is exactly a 260 hitter. And he falls behind that.
Fuck off.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Popped him up. Crawford has a play, and that's
There we
the
go.
first out of the inning.
Ugly start to that at bat.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in
that'll
the
work.
zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
To the plate now, Tyler Flowers. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
We're okay.
Nice
We're okay.
execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. Kept his
Gotta get a
hands
first
inside
pitch
the
strike
baseball,
here.
Ripped a base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes.
Oh, I also don't have anybody up in the bullpen.
Ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That would light up the middle.
Josh Fuentes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts
There we
him
go.
out with a slider for his.
First pitch strike. Warm up Kikuchi here.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Fuentes stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in his third season as a major league player. He's got it to second for one. On to first,
Okay, there we go. Didn't actually need Kikuchi to warm up at all. That'll work for Middleton. Hopefully it'll lower his ERA just a little bit. What a monster ninth inning. Holy shit. Went into the lead, went into the top of the ninth with a 7-2 lead and just poured 6 more on. Poured it on. See you later, Colorado. It was fun. 1 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, 1 in the eighth, 6 in the ninth inning. Unbelievable game. Hopefully we can carry this momentum into tomorrow's game against the Oakland Athletics. We're a little worried about that. And even as the ninth inning was proceeding, I was like, uh-oh. If I keep getting hits like this, it is going to bump the difficulty up again. But that's okay. You know, if we lose, we lose. If we win, hey, look at that. We win. Took advantage of a bad team. Blew them out 8-1 yesterday. Crushed them 13-2 today. Weirdly, though, wasn't... like, the game was in hand, but it was also, like, kind of close there for a little bit. Scored what? So scored the first run, scored 2 more in the third, gave up 1, got it back, gave up 1, got it back. It was 5-3 through 5, or 5-2, excuse me, through 5, even 6-2 through 7. That's not too far off, and especially the way the hits were broken down, where we had similar numbers of hits, the Mariners had just been able to cash in a little bit better. Run-wise, they at one point had nine hits with 2 runs, and I think that was in like the 8th inning. I think we had 10 hits and 7 runs or something like that. But then it's just a 6-run ninth. Absolutely wild. I'll have to go back and look at the footage and see how many of those came with 2 outs. Wow. Just stunned. Shocked. Mitch Haniger, your player of the game. 3 for 5 with 2 home runs, a double, 3 ribbies, 3 runs scored himself. Jake Fraley also 3 for 5. First big league home run, 2 doubles, 3 ribbies, 3 runs. Kyle Lewis 4 for 5. Triple, 2 doubles, 3 ribbies, a run. I think they skipped out. Maybe he had a single in there somewhere, because they said he was 1 leg short of the cycle. And then Dylan Moore rounding out these Seattle notable players with a 3 for 5, a double, 3 runs scored himself. Basically, Dylan Moore, if he got on base, he scored, and that was true for all 3 hits that he had today. Marco Gonzalez pitched 7 innings, 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 earned runs in the win. Herman Marquez, 4.1 innings pitched, 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, 5 earned runs in the loss. So a dominating performance by Seattle, even before the 6-run ninth. We could have cut that off at the 8th and we would have totally been fine. But 6 runs, I cannot believe that is stunning. So there you go. The Mariners now, 14 games ahead of, or over 500. We'll head back to Seattle, as the 6th inning program has now begun. We'll head back to Seattle for 7 games. 4 against Oakland, 3 against Houston before a day off. And this is coming off the heels of a pretty tight series against Los Angeles. All of those 1-run games. A couple of those come from behind victories as well. I believe both of the wins were come from behind. I'm pretty sure the first one, or this game 2 was. I think game 3 was as well. Yeah, who knew? Just get sick. You get good at baseball, apparently. Crushed them. Absolutely crushed them. 14 games over 500. Don't know if we made any progress here in the standings. Looks like we made a full game's progress, as I believe means Houston lost. So a game and a half back of the Astros, with that series against them looming. It's getting exciting here on Twitch or YouTube in this Mariners season, especially considering how bad it was at the beginning. Yeah, hopefully you've been enjoying. That is game number 96 of the season. We are rapidly approaching game number 100. That will be the final game against the Oakland Athletics, and that will be, today's Friday, so that'll be Tuesday. Tuesday should be game number 100, or Wednesday on youtube.com/Shaunosaurus Again, however you're watching, thank you for watching. If you like this kind of content, if you like franchise mode, Mariners baseball, this is a good place to be. At least digital Mariners baseball, not real Mariners baseball. But hey, I assume if you're looking for this, you're looking for video games anyway. I have tons of video game content you can check out if you want to see more. You got 95 other games you could watch. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, ring that bell, do all that good stuff. We'll see you in Seattle tomorrow to open a 4-game set against the Oakland Athletics. Go Mariners!